Hello champions and future champions, hello Chessmood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you and welcome to our daily lesson. In this video we're going to see the Arabian Mate. We're calling it when the knight is supporting the rook and it's checkmating king when it's having a limited space at the edge of the board or in some situations like this. So here white is checkmating with rook g8 or is checkmating with rook h7 moves. In addition to being among the most common mating patterns, the Arabian Mate is also known as an important topic in the context for two reasons. It's mentioned in ancient Arabic manuscripts, and the second, it's derived from the in which the knight and the rook were the two most powerful pieces in the game, before chess had migrated to Europe, and the queen given its current powers of the movement, guys. So let's go ahead to see a bit complicated example. Even though I called this example complicated previously, it's very simple in real. What is checkmating very easily now? You can pause the video and think about it. Now white is just playing rook h7, taking king to h7 square, and now playing knight f6 check with a tempo. So after king e8, just checkmating with rook g8 move, guys. Let's go ahead to see the next one. Now there are several pieces on the board, white queen is under attack and it's a messy position, but white is having a very strong winning idea. You can again, guys, pause the video and think about it. In order to make the Arabian Mate, we need to get rid of this g7 pawn, so white is playing queen h6 check. If black is now ignoring this and playing king g8, white is checkmating with knight f6, king f7 and queen g7. But this is not the purpose to view this position, since after queen h6, black has g takes h6 move and now is the punchline. Knight f6 check, king h8 and rook g8, beautiful and simple checkmate. This is one of my favorite checkmating ideas in chess games. Let's go ahead to see the next one. In this position white is trying to attack but is missing a piece, so we need to play in a very concrete and strong way. It's white to move and you can again pause the video and think about the continuation. So we're playing rook takes f6. The thing is, this queen is under a pin and it can't be taking on f6. So only move for black left is going to be queen g4. But now, since the h7 square is occupied with the bishop, we're playing rook f8. Knight is controlling the g7 square and protecting the rook. So it's a checkmate, guys. Let's go ahead to see the next one. Here it's black to move. Black is having an extra exchange and a big advantage, but there is a very beautiful way of finishing this game. So it's black to move and you can think about the continuation again. Black is beginning with knight c3. Now white can't be taking with the pawn since rook b1 is a checkmate. Or if white takes with the bishop, we just take with the pawn and white is being lost as well. So, after knight c3, white can be trying knight d4, double attacking the queen and the rook, so it's a fork. And now black is having super beautiful rook b2 move. If knight takes c6, rook b1 or rook a2 is a checkmate. So, rook b2 is the only logical continuation left, and now queen a2, insane queen sacrifice. The thing is, after rook takes a2, rook b1 is a checkmate. Black gave away a lot of pieces but managed to make the Arabian Mate again, guys. I hope you liked this beautiful one and let's go ahead to see the next position. Here again it's white to move. White is missing a rook on the board but is having very good chances to attack. So white is beginning with queen f6 move, threatening a checkmate on g7. Black plays knight e6, knight d5, bringing knight into the game, queen c5 and g5. Just a move which will make a big sense in the near future. So, after c6 move, white has a winning continuation. You can pause the video and again think about it. Now white is sacrificing the queen, playing queen g7 check. Knight takes g7. Now if we take the knight, black will take our knight on d5, so it's not working at all. For this reason, we have to play knight f6 with a tempo, so it's a check, king h8 only move, pawn takes g7, king takes g7, and now rook h7 checkmate. White sacrificed the queen, but fixed this g5 square for the knight, and knight f6 and rook h7 are checkmating the king. Good news is that f8 square is occupied, so black can't be running away, guys. Let's go ahead to see the next one. Here again, it's black to move, and we need to find how to win in this position. If we're trying to checkmate with a beautiful queen h3 move, with an idea after king h3 play rook h5, it's working, but the thing is that after queen h3 check, white can be taking with a pawn, and f3 square is protected with queen on a8, so knight f3 is not available. For this reason, instead of beginning with queen h3, black is playing a very beautiful move at the beginning and going bishop to d5, covering this diagonal. And only after it takes, now queen h3 is working. So as you know, after king takes, it's a rook h5 checkmate. Or if pawn takes, knight f3 check, king h1 and rook dg6. Another very beautiful move. The thing is now rook g1 is a checkmate threat. White can't be preventing it. Only move is bishop g2. But now we're just taking, and rook h2 is a threat which white can't be preventing. So it's gonna be a forced checkmate in one. I hope you liked this interesting position, guys, and let's go ahead to see the next one. In this position, it's again black to move, and it's an endgame situation. So position is very simple this time, but still we need to play correctly. So how to checkmate this for black? Let me mention that this is the 8th rank, so you don't get confused, guys. Now, black is beginning with rook g5 check. If white is going king to h8, we're just playing knight f6. Bishop h4 check, king e7, and now rook g8 checkmate is unstoppable. Or, if after rook g5 check, white is going king to h7, now knight f6 is checkmating. If king h8, it's same rook g8. Or if white goes king h6, rook g6 check is happening, so it's a checkmate. This was taken from a real game, so in practical, this checkmate is happening very often, guys. Let's go ahead to see the next one. Another situation from a real game, it's white to move, and there is very simple checkmate available in this position. You can pause the video and think about it. White is playing queen a8 check now, taking rook to b8, so it will be covering this square. Now, if we remove this bishop, rook c7 will be a checkmate. How to do it is very simple. We're just playing queen c6, bishop takes c6 and rook c7 checkmate. So we brought rook to required square, and now with knight and our rook we're just easily mating the black king. We have seen several exciting examples in this beautiful checkmate topic, the Arabian Mate. Let's now go ahead and get a homework position, guys. Here it's white to move. I'm expecting you to find another beautiful Arabian Mate. You can share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section below. Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.